You heard about the glue crisis?
No, what's up with the glue?
Ooh, national shortage of glue.
Any specific kind of glue, or is it like the classic like Elmer's schoolhouse glue?
Well, you're familiar with glue.
I'm a big fan.
And glue accessories.
Yeah, huge fan of glue and glue accessories.
Yeah, that's kind of it. It's just like not enough glue.
Not enough glue to go around.
There's
Too much glue consumption
too much
going
glue
on in school.
going out, and not enough glue going in.
Yeah.
Type B. And you see, Paulie, pull up the bar graph. So if you look over here, you have here's the glue.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So we're in a glue deficit right now. The glue
Okay.
crisis.
All-time low.
All the big news networks are talking about it.
Yeah. So episode 4 of the one and only Baton Pass. Whoa. Anyway. Hi.
Yep, that you guys heard it. The rumors are true. I did get a Fortnite dub last night.
Yup.
I hopped on at 1 in the morning. Let me check 1 in the morning. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play some Fortnite. I've been working so hard this week, and I hopped on. 1 match, 1 dub. That's all you need.
Actually, just a power move.
Yeah.
To just log on, dub, log off.
Every time I have an intense Fortnite game, I don't have my watch on, so I can't I go, I'm like, what was my heart rate during that? But I can't go check it because I have my watch charging or whatever.
Do you actually think your heart rate gets really high?
Well, I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it going boobity boopity zoopity zoopity.
Yeah, I can't say that I've really thought about my heart rate too much when playing video games.
Sometimes, man, dude, it gets crazy.
The adrenaline just starts pumping.
I'm surprised because I'm over the period of Fortnite wins being
they matter because you win so much that it's just
I'm just like the best.
Yeah.
I'm #1 ranked player in the world. Look it up. Kim_Wexler on Epic Games. Look up. I have 1,000 billion wins.
I'll look it up right now. Paulie.
Hey, Paulie, pull up my Fortnite stats on the screen.
Wow. Is that a 17 KD? That's crazy.
You're not even.
Yo, for all the people out there, the visual viewers out there,
all the visual learners.
You should be seeing this right now.
Look at that.
Wow. So,
what's going on recently in the new?
I'm glad you
world?
asked. What a beautiful segue.
I love games. I love games.
I think the one thing I really wanted to talk about today was all of the new remakes, remaster stuff, specifically Resident Evil 4.
Count them 4. Oh, wait a minute. Episode 4.
Resident Evil 4. We didn't even. That's totally coincidental. Yeah.
4 tonight.
4. Wow.
4 fingers I have in my hands.
4 tubes of glue consumed.
400% glue usage increased.
So
it's like we didn't even. It's like it was pre-planned.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. We're just that smart.
Yeah. What a happy little accident. Yeah. So Resident Evil 4. Not to get too distracted here. Resident Evil 4. It just came out. I actually have the stream on. It's muted on my TV back there, so you can't hear it. But it is playing. I have Resident Evil 4 on. It looks to be like a really good game. Obviously, I don't own it, but just by watching it, it looks like it's a really well done remake. It looks like there's a lot of engaging stuff going on there.
I heard. Shout out Brandon. My good friend Brandon's been playing it nonstop. The demo for it, billion hours. I heard. He was playing. And he's just going through the same bit, speedrunning it. It's like half an hour long.
That would be a really fun thing to speedrun a demo of a game.
It's only half an hour long. So we love games.
I think I was never one to play the original Resident Evil games, but I think with this one, it sort of calls back onto Resident Evil 2 remake levels of hype and polish and just interesting gameplay mechanics, because if I'm not mistaken, Resident Evil 3 remake was considered kind of because they left a lot of story bits out and it was weirdly short.
I think they took out the Goblin arc and replaced it with gnomes.
Yeah.
Games do that sometimes.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be a hit. A hit with the ladies and the gamers. And the lady gamers.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't.
I was getting there.
Mutually exclusive there.
No,
What are you trying?
I was getting there. You just had to give me a second. I was pausing for dramatic effect.
They almost had you almost just started a big drama.
No, well, I had to correct you last episode about excluding our.
I didn't.
I'm pretty sure.
Correction.
Well.
Okay, well, there was a pause. I had a pause too.
Okay.
So we'll
we each have our own mistaken pause moment.
We'll let bygoons be bygoons.
Goons be gone. Gone by.
Goo gone. Goo.
Be goon gone.
You gotta go to Target and get goo gone. Where's the?
Where's the goon gone aisle?
Where's the goo?
So this got us thinking though about other remakes and remasters.
Our brains are being probed.
Yeah, now that this big one just came out, we wanted to go back and look at some of the more notable and perhaps infamous remakes and remasters and just sort of talk about them, our experiences with them, if we enjoyed them, if we think they were good. I think the first one we absolutely just have to talk about right away is The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
It's too relevant.
The Last was part 1.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I should be more specific. I think this one is specifically kind of interesting because not only did it get remade so quickly after its original release, there's a TV show.
Yes.
Apparently, very successful TV show as well.
My friends' parents who don't even know anything about games are watching it, which is a huge job. And
Shout out my mom.
And
watching the TV show about games.
Great adaptation. It's like, oh, I'm like, well, and we got the Mario movie coming up. We got a lot of good game stuff.
Oh, yeah, the Mario movie.
So, but the remake. Here's the objective statement on it. It's cool, but do we really need it?
Yeah.
Do we really need that?
It came out It was a PS4 game.
So Last of Us 1 came out 2013 on the PS3, approximately, give or take, question mark. And then it got remastered on PS4 2015, 16, let's say 15, right?
Okay.
And then beginning of this year, or was it end of last year?
I think it was 2021 or 2, I thought. But
I was going to say part 2 came out, not 2021.
Yeah.
And then part 1, because now it's...
it's just
retroactively called part 1.
It's like the same release schedule that any series game would have, but it's just all remakes and remasters of the same game.
3/4 of it is the same game.
Yeah, that's wild to me. That's absolutely crazy.
It's really well done. It's cool, but
I think the story is obviously the best part. It really holds up, and you don't mind going through it again because you like the story. But what's the purpose? Do you give it shiny new graphics and you slap one new gameplay mechanic for every remake?
The ropes are even better than that.
The rope physics.
The rope physics are real good.
I've seen those Reddit videos. I know what you're talking about.
I just think it's kind of weird because, I guess Naughty Dog doesn't have a crap ton of games, but if we're talking Sony, if you're gonna be like, all right, remake a game. Last of Us,
there's
really?
So many good Sony games out there you could be doing.
Polly, pull up the list of games that need a remake. Oh, you can't fit it on the screen? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, what would be your #1 requested Sony remake game? Sony All-Stars Brawl, please. No.
I'm thinking...
Was that PlayStation All-Stars Brawl?
Yeah, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah, that's what
Fortnite
it is.
prequel, predecessor. That's a good question. Sony remake.
Chrono Trigger? Does that count as Sony?
My gut just says Persona 3, but I don't really, because I don't really know what else. Can't really think of anything.
Oh, that'd be Sega. I was completely wrong.
See, but it's still it started on Sony is my vibe, but from actually Sony, you get a little bit of Croc, a little bit of Glover,
Tori 3D.
Oh, a little bit of Shadows. Where's the West of Loathing remake coming out?
Okay, dude. If West, nobody's gonna even know what this is. If West of Loathing got a remake, what would it even look like? Because
it's already perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's timeless. I mean, Kingdom of Loathing, the browser game, that's been out since the early 2000s, and that's the same style, humor, even some gameplay stuff. Not a lot, but it's more those text box. Menus within pop-ups of menus, kind of old school browser game. I don't know, man. How could you modernize West of Loathing? That's a good question.
You can't, because it's timeless.
It's true.
It's weird. Yeah, a lot of companies, they'll allocate their resources in the wackiest of ways. Like Rockstar. They did a really good job with. No, they didn't do a remaster of Red Dead 1 yet. But they hopefully they will.
They did the zombie thing. Was that DLC? I don't even remember.
It came on it was real release disc, I think. But Rockstar, GTA 5 came out. That's since we were in middle school. Came out
2012.
2013.
2013.
So that's a decade. Hello. Happy 10th anniversary GTA 5.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy how it's still considered one of the most modern, ahead of its time games even today, 10 years later.
And you compare that even the old GTA's before 5. It's funny how how GTA 5 isn't considered old GTA, even though it's 10 years old.
Yeah. That's weird. That's a weird thing.
What's it called? Is it Saints Row?
Saints Row.
The newest one.
I only ever really played Saints Row the third.
Yeah, same.
But I think Saints Row 4 came out not too long after Saints Row the third.
Whatever the newest one is, oh my god, that looks like a 360 game, but not in a good way.
Yeah.
It's so...
I don't even know that much about it. I couldn't even tell you anything about it.
It's really buggy, and it's super repetitive and lame, and there's no gnomes in it.
Where's the Saints Row 2 remake? That was a good game. Saints Row 2. Absolutely just did not work on PC. The PC port was probably, I think, one of the worst PC ports ever. But Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3, great games. I miss those, man.
I played, I'm just saying this because I'm a game guy, but I didn't really play Saints Row, so I don't know.
That's okay.
I played the third, I think it was in 4.
Yeah, Saints Row the third was Xbox. Like the big one.
Briefly.
I think Saints Row 2 was just a little bit before our time, and the only reason I played it was because I was just a big fan of the Saints Row series, and so I went back and played it. But I think it just had that sort of like comical, over-the-top sort of action humor element that GTA favored like realism for. Because I think, actually, I don't know if I can say that on this podcast. That's how wacky over the top it is. I don't think I'm allowed to say it because of our guidelines. But there's a cool thing. You can believe me about that.
You can... A guy
you can just
in that one mission, you can do that to a lady.
Yeah.
You go. Yeah, but Rockstar and then the GTA trilogy remake. Oh my gosh!
Boy.
It's more of a remake remaster. That's like the whole thing. You don't even know half the time, even when a game is labeled a remake or remaster, you know which it is. But the trilogy, not only did they totally screw it, it looks worse, it plays worse. But they took off the originals off the digital stores, so you can't even go and play the functional,
How
good-looking...
ridiculous is that?
That's just...
Surely there's still got to be, like, site rip download.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Of course. I mean, you can get brand new games that are uploaded every day.
Yeah,
so
true.
You can get GTA, but don't do that.
Yeah, we don't condone that.
We don't condone that. We can't. We can't condone that.
Yeah, let's put it that. Let's phrase it that way.
But you know what we can condone? Well, what can we condone? Being nice and sweet and loving and kind to everyone out there and everyone in the world.
Yeah.
And Kirby Super Star Ultra.
Okay, true.
Now that's a good remake.
Screw being nice to everybody. We got Kirby Super Star Ultra.
No, that makes me... Playing that game makes me feel like I should be nice to people because it fills me with joy and love and happiness.
Yeah. I think we were talking about this not too long ago, but in my very humble opinion, I think Kirby Super Star Ultra is like... probably my favorite DS game of all time, and I'm saying that as a Pokemon fanboy, so you know I mean it.
How about Brain Age? That might be better than a little bit better than Kirby Super Star Ultra.
Yeah, well, to each their own.
Nintendogs.
Okay, I did. I had Nintendogs.
Oof.
I really liked Nintendogs actually, but then they started like they had like 4 games that were all the exact same game, but they just have different dog breeds, but they were all like $40 releases.
Pokemon. Their phone. That's
hey, if it ain't broke.
Hey, I mean, but that's that's funnier because it's like, oh, new doggy,
Yeah, it's just like the Labradoodle.
Yeah, it's kind of what. I haven't really played Nintendogs, but for some reason I'm inclined to feel that the Nintendogs, different versions is probably more significant than the Pokemon ones.
Well, I think. Well, actually, okay. So you've never played Nintendogs.
Bigger dog. The dog is bigger, so when you compare that to swapping out
I'm pretty
Pokemon,
sure they use the same models, but like different colors to like signify dog breeds in some of the releases.
So they have like a green German Shepherd.
I don't know about that.
They just paint them blue.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was very lazy. And it was basically just like, whatever dog breed you want, you buy that game, but you could have so easily put it all on one cartridge.
Yeah. How has there not been a new Nintendogs or...
There was on 3DS.
Oh, yeah.
I forget
was that Nintendogs Plus Cats? Is that what that was?
I don't remember.
That's in my brain. I just had that name.
I thought
that was the remake.
The Nintendogs on 3DS was more geared towards like an adult audience. Like
dogs, guns.
Yeah. Adult as in like very casual parent aged. Like their kid has a DS and you want to buy a game for yourself using your kid's DS.
So like adult dogs instead of puppies. what we're talking about.
Not quite, but you're almost there.
Nintendo fish. Nintendo hamsters.
Okay, Nintendo, new idea. Where's the Nintendo fish?
Nintendo beaver. Nintendo gopher.
Nintendo quokka.
Punxsutawney Phil. I hate that
rat.
I'm speaking out against him.
We got anti-Punxsutawney Phil rhetoric on Baton Pass.
Gus Gus the Groundhog. Speaking of the Groundhog, Kirby Super Star Ultra. Ooh, that is so good. Such a good game.
Yeah. Oh, so what did it had? First of all, Gourmet Rush. Let's just get that out of the way. Best thing Kirby has ever done. Best music.
Love that.
Best gameplay. Super fun. Super cool. They had, just besides the absolutely amazing base game.
Yeah.
Just ignoring.
And the visuals are so like the
yes. It's so good.
The pixel art poly. Oh my god.
Okay. Hot take, but good quality pixel art. 9 times out of 10.
That's not a hot take. That's like been sitting out for like forever.
No.
We've been talking about this.
You didn't even hear my take.
What's your take?
You didn't even finish my take.
Give it to me.
I was going to say 9 times out of 10 is a missed opportunity never taken. Because you'll have these like little cool sprites in a game, but most of the time that's still in like a 3D game. They'll just have it for like small elements. And I'm just like, just put more cool pixel art in games, even if they're not. Like, the whole game is not pixel art graphics. Just put them in your game, because they're cool, and I want to see it. Even if it's just little artwork on the wall, Minecraft style. Let me see your cool pixel arts, dude.
Yeah, that reminds me, because one, Octopath Traveler does that really well with, like, the...
Yeah.
It's like, what do they call it? 2D, 3D?
2.5D.
Yeah.
2.5D. I think Octopath Traveler is probably the most gorgeous game ever made. I mean, what beats it? It combines the beautiful lighting and 3D effects and elements that you can get with like a 3D game, but you have the awesome stylized 2D graphics that you just love to see in these kind of like RPG games, like, you know, a la Chrono Trigger. What looks better than that? I mean, I can't think of anything.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah. The poop monster from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
the doo-doo demon. Yeah, speaking of pixel art, this is kind of a weird one, but Pixelmon. So you know how they
like the Minecraft mod?
The Minecraft mod.
Okay,
yeah. You know how they used to have like the Minecraft models, and they moved to smooth Pokemon 3D models, but in Minecraft. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't like that, but recently this just came out. I think it's called Crubblemon. It's called something. Look up like Google new Pokemon Pixelmon mod.
Google new Pixelmon mod.
It's something like that. It's Crubblemon. I don't know, but it's like a new age Pixelmon, and they have like Minecraft type Pokemon models.
Okay.
And I love that's so much cooler than having it just a 3D model and then like
that was really lazy of the Pixelmon developers to just add like Pokemon models, but like smoothed out into like I think
they weren't even copy and pasted. I think from maybe partially, and then like they kind of changed them up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can't be that easy because, like 900 critters in there, and it's...
Yeah, I guess if you're trying to just release something and have the Pokemon in there, like, people aren't going to complain if it looks like the Pokemon, you know?
Pixelmon team probably has just about as many people as Game Freak, so...
Hey.
And that's on lunch.
We were totally talking about Kirby Super Star Ultra and then just absolutely got sidetracked.
Meta Nightmare. Ooh, classic mode of all time.
Meta Nightmare. I forgot that was the name for that.
The boss rush? Oh.
Yeah.
Every game that has above good average bosses needs a boss rush.
Here's the thing about Super Star Ultra. I think there is more than a game's worth of game in just all of the extra modes that it offers, let alone just the absolutely amazing base game. You have so much extra. I mean, the mini games, Gourmet Rush, the boss rush, what's that one mode where you can play as like the enemies?
I don't know.
You can literally like select like the yo-yo robot enemy.
There's so much that I can't even remember all. It's like in the menu, it has like the bottom screen menu, like it's all neatly segmented. It's like little it's like a cork board.
Yeah, and it had like that one game where it's like the giant maze.
Great Cave Offensive.
Great Cave Offensive. Yeah.
They have the is it Dinah or Dina? Like Diener, like dinner.
Diener.
Like the Big Bird Dynablade campaign, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, dude! Wow.
They don't do like. I don't know about the newest Kirby's, but
the newest Kirby's I feel like are all.
Star Allies, they had like updates and they put stuff in. It was little. It was like
was it Forgotten Land?
Yeah,
that was like the next big mainland. I never played that personally. I just didn't think it was worthy of a $60 price tag, and so I didn't buy it. But so I can't really speak on it specifically, but in my seeing it on YouTube and just social media and stuff, it just doesn't seem like it has like all of that love and charm that some of the older games got, especially when it comes to the extra content. It feels like all the extra content is just considered extra, whereas in games like Superstar Ultra, it's considered like, look at all the awesome stuff we have.
Mini games are just so like underrated in games nowadays, especially because when you think of a game like Superstar Ultra, it's just say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
Superstar is you don't even think about the campaign. You think about you think about like your favorite little mini
here
games.
we are gushing about Kirby, and we have not really talked about the actual story.
Yeah,
because that's not what stuck with us. Like the story obviously is good. It's really good, in fact. But all of the cool stuff that we remember and that we think back fondly of is not the main story. It's all the cool extra stuff that you don't see anywhere else that gives it its personality and its charm.
The quick draw game,
dude. The quick draw samurai game.
That was the one that had the one where you're supposed to like you tap on the touchscreen to like shoot the different guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That one. That was in the remake as well. But what was that? I don't know if you even know what I'm talking about, but actually in Resident Evil 4, there's mini games, like shooting range mini games. And so there actually are mini games still, and another remake, which is kind of funny.
No way.
Yeah, dude, wow. But so they're still doing it. It's obviously not as robust as, maybe Link's crossbow training or anything like that.
Whole.
Yeah, but
how wacky is that?
Yeah,
Mini games are like smaller games within games. And if we're talking mini games, Pokemon, now come on. We're talking remakes too. HeartGold SoulSilver.
Okay.
And don't talk to me about this. The Pokeathlon.
I was going to say, I was just about to bring that up if you weren't. The Pokeathlon. So I had a Pokewalker.
Yep.
With, for those, the uninitiated, it's a little Pokemon shaped like step counter. But not only does it count your steps, it was like Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go. Because you could have eggs and hatch them there. Yep. You could catch Pokemon. I remember so distinctly, I had a Ponyta on my team that I caught using the Pokewalker. And I was like, this is the coolest thing. I caught it in the real world, and I'm going to put it in the game. And then you could use it in the Pokeathlon. And, and don't even get me started on the Safari Zone.
Oh, the Safari Zone.
Oh, my God.
And now we have like Pokemon Go on our phones. And it's like, well, this is
Pokemon Go to the polls.
This is crap.
Yeah.
How do we make Pokemon go to the
go back to the game studio and make a better game?
That's a knee slapper. I'm slapping my knee right now. But oh my god, Pokemon is such a good. There's so much there that I'm like, why don't they have more minigames now? It is flabbergasting.
Yeah, there's none in Scarlet and Violet.
And they make it. It's like they have the little like side things from the gym challenges, but it's not.
It's like the whole game is a mini game, bro. It's like the whole game is not fleshed out.
Yeah. That's a we got mini games in the old games, but this game is a mini game.
Yeah.
Cause it's doo-doo.
It's not good.
It's no bueno.
Here's the thing though, I can rag on Scarlet and Violet, but I did enjoy my time with it. I did enjoy it. I had a good time. I really liked the storylines kind of all coming together at the end, and I think the ending of Scarlet Violet is so dramatic and so well done.
That's crazy. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert, don't listen.
The professor is dead.
Whoa.
And he's an AI. And I think they did really good because people are like, oh, we want it to be like darker, more mature, but what they want is like super edgy stuff. But it's like, okay, like they struck a good balance.
I mean, when you're playing with the death of a character's father or mother, I suppose, depending on which version of the game you got, that already is like so macabre for Pokemon. I mean, the only other time you really see death mentioned is in the originals with Lavender Town. And, the Pokemon graveyards type stuff. Well, I mean, that was in Pearl Platinum as well. Pearl Platinum Diamond.
You have the Tower of Ghouls, I believe.
Yeah, the Ghoul Tower.
The Tower of Ghouls. The funny thing about that is Area Zero, it's really neat. But the fact that the game looks the way it does,
yeah, and the frames you get,
yeah, oh my gosh, and like there's all this dialogue, but you can't
actually read it.
You can't, yeah,
because
have to
you're playing a game.
You have to kind of stop to read it because you can't hear it.
Like it's obviously intended for you to read the dialogue while you travel down Area Zero, but the fact that you can't control the dialogue, it auto progresses on its own, and you still are playing a game at the same time, like catching Pokemon that you haven't seen before, and it's really awkward. I think
Yeah.
is a good way to put it. It's really awkwardly done. But the story is really good. And
Yeah.
I think the environment itself, even though it doesn't look that great, I think it's interesting and cool. And you don't really see a lot of verticality in Pokemon games. A lot of the times it's very flat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe you'll get a couple of segments where you use rock climb on like...
Hey, Stark Mountain, shout out to my boys in the
Yeah.
platinum zone.
Yeah, but like it's really vertical, and I think that's really cool. It plays on the hyper mobility that you get with your legendaries in that game. So I think it's well done, even if the game itself is mid.
Yeah, I think just take that and imagine that it looks good.
Surely the next Pokemon game will be good, right? Surely the next one.
All I want is Pokepark 3.
Okay, that.
Oh.
What gen would it be though? Because if you do like Scarlet Violet gen, I don't think it would be that good. But if you kind of keep it to X and Y, that would be the next one in like linear.
They're gonna do whatever. If they do that.
Doo-doo.
Hey. All right, now I'm angry.
I know what you mean though. They're gonna keep it on the most recent gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I just
there's
think
so
like,
many that-
wouldn't it not be like kind of like, because where would you take the story from there? Because I don't. Does Pokepark 2 follow the same narrative as Pokepark 1?
It's kind of similar.
I mean,
They
like,
go
does it
the-
continue?
Well, I remember now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Piplup is in there.
that's the thing though. You have to keep the the story going, and so you would have so many gens to cover, and also keeping the story going.
I don't know what. I just want it. Gimme.
Yeah,
Or at least-
give me, mama. I want Pokepark 3.
I want Among Us 2. now that's a sequel.
That's a sequel we need.
Screw remakes. I need a sequel. I need Among Us 2.
Sequels. We have a thing here.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, the squeakquel.
Sound the sequel alarm. Big sequel alert. What was it? Oh yeah, Counter-Strike 2.
Count them 2.
I'm really excited for this. I don't know if you know this about me. I don't know if I even ever told you about it. I was a Counter-Strike Global Offensive fiend.
Oh, I heard.
Growing up.
Number 2 ranked player in the world.
Yeah. Kenny S. Who? No, but I was a big. I mean, I was watching all like Ninjas in Pajamas X Cloud9 esports. Like, I was big into CS:GO, man, growing up, and now seeing like all the new, all of the content creators that used to play CS:GO like 5-6 years ago, suddenly uploading Counter-Strike Global Offensive content again because of the announcement of CS2 or CS:GO 2, excuse me. Like, I'm hyped, bro. I don't care if the game is kind of dated and the people who play it are awful. But I'm excited. I can't wait to look back and see how far it's come.
When's Valorant 2 coming out?
I hope never.
I hope
I hope never.
that. Okay, but think about it. You know how there's a recent trend of they release a sequel to a game or a remake and then they kill the old one?
Overwatch.
Yeah. So if Valorant 2 means they kill Valorant,
that's like canceling out.
It cancels out because while you do lose Valorant, you also get more Valorant.
So like you rid the world of one evil, but you reintroduce a new one.
It's kind of like
place.
unlimited. It's like having unlimited games but no games.
Yeah.
It's like, well, at least
you have unlimited games.
Yeah.
But at the same time.
But then in this case, it's like at least there's no Valorant, even if there is Valorant. So I'll take what I can get. Valorant. Would you rather have no Valorant? Get rid of Valorant get rid of Valorant.
go ahead.
And
Take
League
your
of
time.
Legends, or have Pokepark 3,
Get rid of Valorant and League of Legends, or have Pokepark 3,
or have no chips. You have 3 options.
So I'm gonna go with Paulie. What's your answer on this one? Oh, thank you. Yeah, whatever Paulie said, I'm going with that.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys heard him.
I'm sure. Yeah, all the visual listeners, they saw what he was gesturing.
Yep. There's a severe lack of chips in the screen. He chose wrong. We're just talking about the Pokeathlon, which amazing minigame. What other games? Not Pokepark. Gen 4 had the game corner. They had the
it was still like right at the precipice of them banning gambling in games, but it was the Voltorb Flip, which I am a fiend for. I love Voltorb Flip. That game is addicting, and it's all math based. I mean, some of it's luck because like it's just a 50-50 in some instances, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I mean, that's the heart of gambling. It's luck.
And you know what they say?
What do they say?
You can lose 100%, but you can win. Who knows how much? 1,000,000%. So think about the odds.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
And if we're talking Pokemon minigames, especially Gen 4, notice how BDSP, the newest ones, not the newest ones, but that remake, nothing. There's nothing there.
Yeah. I mean, well, that was because of the new gambling
Yeah.
rules for games. You just can't have gambling in games, which makes sense.
At least, well, because it's rated E, I think.
If it's, is it teens you're allowed to have gambling, or is it... Are you allowed to have gambling in teen-rated games?
Nintendogs had gambling. Gamble
Did
the
they?
dogs.
No,
You bet on the dog.
No,
the dog's playing poker.
That's...
It's the painting that everyone has, dude.
Yeah. Ooh, I thought you were taking that somewhere else for a second.
What?
Right?
No.
Betting on dogs.
Who can woof the loudest? That's humane.
You're right. You're right. Anyway, there was one other thing we wanted to talk about. Do you remember? I can't.
Oh, Persona 5.
That's right. We've wanted to talk about this last episode, and we just totally forgot.
Yeah, we just were such chatty Cathys. Persona 5, the Phantom X. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you do this to me?
Mobile Persona game.
Gotcha game. My good friend Zach sent me a video, and I was like, "Is this real?" And I opened it, and I messaged you on Steam. I was like, "Get on."
I was playing Power Wash
Yeah.
Simulator at the time.
And I was like, "What is this? Look at this." I'm like, "Wow, I bet it's gonna be a gotcha game." Turns out it is.
Yeah.
It's like an alternate universe.
But it's like weird because there's still Joker, so it's
Yeah.
like alternate universe, but Joker's still there.
But alternate universe, but also crossover
Yeah.
between the two timelines.
I guess with like gotcha games, like the more universes and games you have, the more like people are gonna be like, "Whoa, they got this character in the game."
If they only have Persona 5 characters, that'll be so weird for a gotcha game.
They're gonna put like P3 and P4 characters.
Yeah, I would
surely
because they have models for them from the dancing games, and they have them.
I mean, even if you don't use, I mean, wasn't there a gotcha game that used slightly different models depending on the like universe they were in or the games they were from? Ooh, I'm not a huge gotcha person, so
we have morals, so
yeah, I don't. Also, I like money.
Yeah,
I don't like separating
I'll try it out
from my money.
but I ain't gonna put a single dollar into it. I'm shaking on
it right now.
Shaking on it right now.
We literally shook on it right now.
Yep.
What was the game you think you spent the most money on? No, like no shame. What do you think you spent the most money on?
What says Minecraft because the skin maybe.
Really? Did you like play Bedrock Edition and buy mine coins?
I mean, I'm talking Xbox 360.
Okay, with like all the capes and stuff and like the skin packs.
Yeah, you had what other? Never really.
I'd have to say games with like for me like CS:GO and Rocket League stuff with case like looting mechanics, you know, and Black Ops 3 even. I know.
It might be Fortnite if it's not Minecraft.
You don't buy the battle pass every?
No,
Yeah.
I've only been playing it since last August.
But you did buy Fish Stick though.
I did buy Fish Stick. So, and that's not saying a lot for me because I haven't spent a lot on Fortnite.
Like $5.
2 billion cents and doubloons.
Yeah, I genuinely think for me, when I was younger and I was less responsible with my money, I dropped a lot on stuff like keys and buying cases for stuff like CS:GO and Rocket League. I think if you had to like say, I think I spent the most money on Rocket League, genuinely.
Spent a lot of money on Portal 2. Has a lot of microtransactions.
Yeah, the famed microtransaction-ridden game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so weird because you say, oh, you were less responsible, but really you were just a little boy.
Yeah, little boy with a not fully developed frontal cortex.
No, but where's your frontal lobe at, dude?
Dude, my lobes just not developing right now, dude. I don't know.
Nice lobes. I'm looking at your lobes right now.
Yeah, man, look at those lobes, dude.
Wow. They're nice and they're very formed. Wait, okay, that's not okay. That's not.
Hey, put that on the social media clip. Whoever's editing that.
Hey, Paulie,
clip that.
Paulie, put that on the. Let's
get that out on Instagram right now.
Hey, while we're here, I just wanted to tell you that the clips you've been making are terrible, and I hate them.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Your feedback.
You chose the worst clips.
Well,
you smell like butt. You smell like gum, and you smell like chewed gum, not unchewed gum.
Wow.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I don't know what to say. That hurts.
Oh, you know it's gonna hurt?
I'm scared to ask.
If they don't release Pokepark 3.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
true.
not a threat, though. That's not a threat.
We would never
It's
threaten
gonna
people.
hurt me emotionally.
Yeah.
And I'll be very sad. Ugh.
You know what's a good thing we should probably be doing soon?
And you know what rhymes with munch? Bunch. Because we had a bunch of fun today.
Wow, we did. This was a fun. It went by so fast. I'm looking at the
clock isn't. It's not even there.
Yeah, it's it's a timer. But no, it went by so fast. I think this was probably the quickest episode for me, recording-wise. We were just so passionate about remakes, remasters, and also Pokemon.
And Fortnite.
Can't forget, we have to meet our daily quota of how much Fortnite per episode.
We're actually, Polly says on the screen, we're actually about Fortnite for 13 more seconds. So
okay, well, in this episode's of Marek's frantic Fortnite fanatic corner.
I do like Fortnite, and Fortnite's good, and it's great. And guys, thanks for listening to the show. The show which is named
Baton Pass. Whoa.
And folks, how about we pass the baton to you?
Oh.
And have you? Why don't you leave a comment? Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want to hear. What do you think? How are you feeling? What's your FICO score?
Is there okay? Well, besides that, is there anything you want to see from us? What's your social security number?
What does the room you're in smell like right now?
Do you have an address that we could perhaps know about?
That's not what I was. How about give us your what do you think about? Do you prefer?
What's your favorite password?
QOTD. Do you prefer foamy soap? Or what's the other type of soap?
Like just the liquid soap?
The liquid.
So you're saying this because you saw I changed my soaps from foamy to liquid.
No, I just was thinking about a good question of the day to ask. And
let us know. What do you prefer? Do you prefer the foamy or the liquid soaps?
And next time we'll tell you what we prefer because we don't want any bias. We don't
want to influence your decision making.
All right, folks. Have a wonderful evening, night, morning.
Whenever you're listening to this, I hope it's an absolutely wonderful time.
Watch out for that rock.
Oh, ah! A good thing that rock missed us. All right, guys. I had a blast. I'll see you guys next time. Next time on Baton Pass. Whoa.
Baton.
Oh. Whoa.